So the thing is, I couldn't determine if I ovulated earlier, you know, or... Hi guys, Sarah here. Welcome back to our channel. Yeah, this little kid is walking around eating her jam sandwich, but that's besides the point. The point is I'm doing a little TTC update because things are so different this cycle. And I'm talking way outside of what... Hey, come back here. Do y'all see that walk? My girl is walking, y'all. Yeah, things are so different this cycle, and it goes far beyond what I mentioned about like the whole shuttles method. I was sick this cycle. I was so sick, y'all, and it's just it really led things to be different. For one, I didn't use my OPK strips. Barely. I used them like twice, but I'll get into that. So, oh my gosh, I just realized that it looks like I have no clothes on, but I really do. So anyways, I felt sick all of last week. I think it finally caught up to me. I wasn't getting enough sleep, and I don't know if it was the weather initially that kept throwing off my sleep, but I wasn't sleeping well throughout the night, and sometimes I'd wake up and it's the worst thing to do. Don't ever do this, but your girl would reach for her phone and be scrolling, and that's... Yeah, it's such a bad idea. Yeah, it went into this vicious cycle of me not getting sufficient sleep, and it finally caught up to me. That was another thing. Okay. So that kind of led my blood pressure to rise a little bit to the degree where it was just making me feel sick. So I felt tired. I was throwing up, y'all. I threw up, and it was so gross. Sorry, TMI, I'm putting it up there. I threw up, and I did twice, and it was vicious and painful, and I basically just slept. So the rest of last week, I did have pre-recorded content, and then there were a few good days where I did film some stuff here and there, or even did a voiceover. Y'all heard me. I was still alive. I just wasn't that well. Anyways, proceeding forward, I don't know what happened, but I'm gonna get really TMI here. Wait for it. Wait for it, y'all. It was like a domino effect, okay? So after that, I don't know if the throwing up is what induced this, because I mean, I don't know what else would. Your girl got up. I hope you can read that, because I really don't want to say it. It's embarrassing. Hemorrhoid. And it's one of the most painful things. I didn't take anything for it. Like, I mean, you can't take much for it. You can put stuff on it. I know this is sounding so gross to talk about, but I'm just that kind of person, because I know you guys have had one in your life, right? Everyone's had one? At least one? Don't be lying. I know you had one. That's why I'm gonna put it out there. The funny thing is, some company like reached out to me not that long ago asking me to like to promote their like hemorrhoid cream. And I didn't like, I don't know, it was just a thing. I didn't even respond. And I was just like, the other day I was like, out of desperation, because the cream actually, it was for like women, pregnant women, or women who just gave birth. So I would assume it's safe for, you know, for postpartum, after obviously delivering your babies, because most moms are going to want to nurse. So if you're nursing, then you're going to, you know, sorry y'all, but someone's a little too busy. Are you eating? Is your jam almost done? Your jam sandwich? Good job. So yeah, I basically didn't put anything on it, because I remember looking it up once, and I think I couldn't. If you're pregnant or breastfeeding, you had to be careful. So I had, just imagine, like literally sitting down and getting up was so painful. It was just not good. I had a couple of days where I did go out, and I think for the most part I kind of felt better, but it didn't go away, because it's one of those things, like your body still has to do its natural processes, and every time that occurred, it kind of disrupted and hurt things. Yes, I told you this was going to be a little TMI. Warning! So that happened. So basically all of last week, your girl was just like trying to rest up and trying to feel better, and it's kind of funny because it was my fertile week when, you know, things are supposed to happen, and I'm not gonna say things didn't happen, but it just wasn't the way it was supposed to go down, okay? You know, you plan your TTC journey and you're just like, okay, like you're excited, and I'm like, things are gonna change, chuck the shuttles method out of the way, and then came sickness. Bam, bam, bam in the face. And not to mention, a couple days ago I got this. Well, what it is, it's a sty, and it came about, and it's obviously, it's kind of affect you. Are you hungry now? Ready to go to sleep? It's totally affecting my view, my field of vision, because I can kind of see it looking out my eye, or it feels uncomfortable. So I'm just kind of waiting for that to go away. Obviously that doesn't affect TTC in any way, shape or form, but it's still there. I've just been like hit with a whirlwind of like things, right? Like back to back: lack of sleep, throwing up, blood pressure issues, hemorrhoids, and now this. Like, who dis? I'm usually in like really, really good health, but you know what? I posted on Instagram today. I didn't go in depth or anything, so none of that. No one knows what I've been going through. But I was like, I was feeling a little bit under the weather, but in the midst of it all, be thankful, be thankful, be thankful, because it could always be worse. You gotta just keep your head up and, you know, move forward. Now, with regards to TTC, who knows what's gonna happen? Because all that sickness going on, A, I wasn't that up to anything. B, I wasn't feeling very well. And C, I was just like, forget it. Like, my mind just wasn't on OPK strips. However, according to Glow, I was supposed to ovulate, I think, on the 15th. So I kind of went on that day when I was like, okay, you know what? Let me pee on this stick. And I peed on it, and it was like pretty much saying that I'm ovulating. So the thing is, I couldn't determine if I ovulated earlier, you know, or I was just about to ovulate, because that was the one time I checked it. Then I didn't check it for 2 days, and by the time I checked it, I'd already missed it. It was like fading away. So I'm just like, oh man. So my mind just wasn't on TTC this month. I will be surprised, pleasantly surprised, if I were to get a positive pregnancy test. It's not impossible, but my mind just wasn't in there. And perhaps this is what it should be like, because people were saying, don't stress about it, don't think about it. And this month I really did not. My mind wasn't thinking about it. I barely did tested anything to see exactly when things were occurring. But things, you know, something still went down. Bless my heart, Lord, despite how I was feeling. So we will see. I will, like I said, I will be shocked and surprised. And you know what? Like, if it is, that's going to be a testimony for all of you guys. Like, get sick. No, actually, no, you don't want to get sick, but just take your mind off of it. If it works, I'm going to tell you, I'll have some messages for you. But that's where I'm at right now. Things just didn't go as planned, and I'm just I don't know, I'm not stressed about it, but I thought I'd share that with you guys. So that's why I don't post live ovulation tests really anymore. I usually do on my actual channel, my personal channel, but I didn't. Like, when I say I was out of it and feeling sick, I really was. And so that's why, like, everything is thrown off and just not where it should be. So I will be, hopefully things will be back on track. I've kind of phased things out. I've been watching everything. My diet's been well. My blood pressure's been stable. My hemorrhoid is vanishing. Thank the Lord. I honestly opted out of going to things because I just couldn't deal. I'm like, I don't want to go somewhere and sit and be uncomfortable. So thank the Lord that is going away. And this sty thing now, this is the only last, I guess the last battle wound that I'm dealing with. And it's obvious, like, it's almost like I got punched in the eye. No, guys, I didn't. I got a sty. And if you look closer, you can see it's like a little white bump. When I woke up the other day, my eye was so big, and now, you know, so it's fading. You just can't win sometimes. So that's my little mini update. Baby girl's going to sleep. Today's a chill day. I'm in my living room. I do have a video coming for you guys to show you guys around and show you how different things are. It's a lot different, and I'm really liking it because the setup's going to be really good for filming, as well as just like for entertaining, you know. And when we get our new couches in here, things will be different. So that's where I'm at, and I'm so thankful for all of you guys and your support. Leave a comment down below and let me know. Just like, I know y'all have dealt with a hemorrhoid before, and like, what do you do? Like, how do people go to work with that? Like, I literally felt like I was dying. I was just like, no, like I just don't even know how it would function. How do you do it when you're suffering from that? I will do my live pregnancy test as per usual because, like I said, things did went down. And so there are reasons to definitely test. For myself to know, and B, like, I only have the one tube, so I gotta save it, y'all. I gotta check ahead so I know what's up. I can't pretend that I, you know, got multiple lives out here. I only got one tube. I gotta, you know, be careful with it. So yeah, stay tuned. Stay tuned for my live pregnancy test. They will be coming out in the next, I'll say I'm gonna start testing probably at 8 days post, maybe 9 days post. Some people think that's a little early, but like I said, I got a positive at 8 days post, 9 days post with this girl. I thought it was 8. It might be 8, anywhere between 8 and 9. So you guys can't say I'm a liar, because honestly, the more I'm checking it, the more I'm thinking it's between 8 and 9. I know that's for a fact. I just don't know which date it is for certain. So I will probably start around day 8, nothing sooner, because I'm just going to stress myself out and waste a ton of tests. So be on the lookout for that, and thank you so much for watching. Much love, y'all. Bye, guys.